Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. And in this episode, we are going quantum in our experience today. Well, as we know, New Earth is a frequency, and whether we know it or not, there are new frequencies surrounding us every day. And my next guest says that these frequencies are assisting us in making new choices, choices from a higher consciousness, a place of love. And Vandana Atara channels a divine healing intervention team who say that this is a mandatory process, that we feel the vibrational support that surrounds us. And she today, Vandana Atara, is here to show us how we can invoke our healing team for ourselves, as there are trillions of benevolent guides in various dimensions that are standing by to support us. Let's welcome Vandana Atara back to Quantum Conversations. Hi, Vandana. Thank you for being here.
Yay. Hi, Loren. It's such a pleasure to be with you again and your beautiful listeners. I'm super excited, and the Divine Healing Intervention team is too. So it's time. It really is time to take that quantum leap and to really heal ourselves on all the levels and layers of our being, in all areas of our life that still need healing. So this is important for us to do so we can really embody the higher dimensional bliss and the higher frequencies that are already here on planet Earth.
Yes, we are feeling them, and it is intense. It seems like every moment is offering us an opportunity to literally do things in an opposite way, in a new way, in a higher consciousness way. So let's talk a little bit first about who the Divine Healing Intervention team is and how you began to work with them.
So thank you for asking, first of all. It started out with Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary, Divine Mother. And little by little, other dimensional beings from even other galaxies like the Arcturians and Palladians started coming in and saying, hey, what about us? Me too. You know, I'm also a divine doctor. I'm a spirit surgeon. I'm a huna. I'm a kahuna. I'm a shaman. I'm a medicine woman. You know, I'm a rishi. I'm an avatar. I can help too. And I can help in different ways to doctor and minister the entire planet, to really just allow more peace and more comfort during this wild ride of this ascension process. So, you know, as multidimensional beings, we exist, parts of us, and our souls, we have like 11 other soul extensions. So there are really 12 versions of us altogether. And there are parts of us that have split off and are living in other galaxies, realities, and other Earth timelines. So with that being said, it's really important to sort of integrate all of the ascension shifts, ascension symptoms, so we can experience a lot more ease, space, and grace, which is our natural state of being, our natural state of well-being. So really, I will be calling them all in, but these are doctors and specialists. I mean, there are trillions, but obviously we probably don't have time to call in all of them. But we are going to call in the main categories, and they live in different dimensions. And they're masters at different healing skills. They carry different types of soul healing medicine. And we know that healing starts out on the spiritual planes first, right? And then the most dense layer of our being is the physical. So really, all healing starts with, the spiritual aspect. So we're going to be inviting in the perfect specialists that are the most appropriate master healers of whatever it is that people are experiencing, whether it's a physical pain, emotional, mental, spiritual, or even soul trauma. We even have specialists that came in within the last few days because this system of 5D healing, cosmic healing, is always being updated and upgraded by the day and by the moment. So Loren, a few days ago, we had these timeline trauma specialist team. They came in and they said, we want to address toxic timeline trauma. And this could be passed on from our ancestors, passed on from womb imprinting, passed on just by being an empath and energetically absorbing the chaos or just the wounds of separation from spirit that we either experience in this incarnation, a past one, a parallel, or even that can affect our future timelines. So everything is connected and everything is inclusive. So the timeline trauma specialist will go back to the root to unravel and unlock the core fear matrix program or the original trauma. In this timeline or in any and all of your timelines, wherever it first began, wherever that original wound that still hasn't been healed, wherever it's still playing out in our lives.
Okay, we are ready to do that. Really, it's time. I know when we look at being in these energies, we definitely have that choice, and so we can start to see the programs more and more. We can see the matrix more and more, the programs of the old world 3D matrix. Okay, so beautiful. This sounds wonderful. Let's talk.
It's very powerful.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. We were going to chat quickly about 3D versus 5D cosmic healing. Yes.
So we're ready, and it's time, as we mentioned before. There is such a major contrast between the old 3D brand of healing care that we have been exposed to, and the possibilities, the magical infinite possibilities of 5D divine healing. So I'll just talk a little bit about what the major differences are so you can really understand it. And I know that everyone on the call already gets it, and I could hear everyone saying, yes, yes, please. I'll have some of that, please. So what is 3D healing? It's limited. We don't have that many choices. Sometimes we're told we don't have a choice at all. In our own medical care, treating our own beautiful body vessels, right, our temples of light. We've been told since the day we came in, our parents, grandparents, and ancestors also in this timeline that, maybe it's untreatable, whatever we have, or maybe it's a puzzle, and people and the doctors that we've gone to for a diagnosis weren't even able to determine, what the problem was. And that can be very scary, very frustrating. And they're here the 5D Divine Healing Team is here to give people hope, peace, and clarity, right? So we won't go into fear. We won't go into needless panic or depression or even feeling like we have no choice, because 5D healing is about total, infinite, ongoing choice in our own medical care, where we don't have to wait for an appointment You know, if it's a holiday or if it's bad weather or if our doctor decides to go on vacation, you know, the Divine Healing Intervention team is available 24/7. They do make house calls. It's free. You don't have to worry about medical insurance. And there are always more than just one solution or one treatment. And all of the processes, the techniques, and even these spirit surgeries are non-invasive. They're gentle, they're loving, there's no post-surgery care, no need for anesthesia or, you know, side effects or scary reactions or just being in bed for months and months wondering, you know, what happened. So it's not like they're, with 3D, it's almost like when you go to a doctor, they don't really address your whole body, right? So it's almost like you have to go to different doctor's offices or hospitals or facilities or medical clinics. If you have a pain in your eye, you want to go to an ophthalmologist. If you have a pain in your knee, maybe you want to go to an osteopathic doctor. In this type of 5D healing, everything happens as if by magic. Everything happens for your highest good when you call them in and when you make that conscious choice to really, really unravel the root cause of the pain, the dis-ease or imbalance that most likely doesn't even belong to you. Because many of us are so empathic, we're star seeds, we're sensitive, extremely sensitive souls that are very deep feelers. Much of the pain that we're experiencing in our body is not even ours. We absorb it telepathically and empathically from the world around us. The more open, the more loving, the more conscious we are, sometimes it can happen even more where we sort of take on the pain of the world or the burdens on our shoulders that are not meant for us to carry, to store inside, or to bear, right? It's not ours. So the 5D Divine Healing team will, instead of giving you chemicals or prescription drugs, this type of medication, they will give you star medicine. They will prescribe plant medicine. They will, you know, work with aromatherapy, essential oils, flower essences, that type of thing. They'll also work with pure crystal photonic light, plasmic light, solar light, crystal light, and even crystals, rocks, and stones from the inner hollow earth. I'm talking about this is multidimensional. It's healing every aspect of your multidimensional selves. They'll even provide insights to strengthen your intuitive gifts, your 5D telepathy. Maybe you'll somehow be able to reach a broader quantum higher awareness, a quantum perspective on what really is going on to make peace with your pain, to forgive your body, to forgive the pain, to release others that maybe also experienced pain in their lives that you took on. And this can be ancestral, it can be genetically inherited, or like I said before, carried over, spilled over from past lives and also from being in the womb. We absorb womb imprinting of fear, of phobias, many things, stress, survival. So the 5D doctors want to just let everyone know this is all inclusive. They all work together 24/7. There's no ego. There are no agendas. There's no money. They willingly and lovingly volunteer to help heal all of humanity. And they have specialized training in exactly the area of healing that you need the most. So like I said, healing recovery time is faster. They volunteer to be here with us. And there is absolutely no shortage. There are an abundance, infinite abundance of specialists who know how to treat you, know how to heal your timeline, know how to redirect you to the most appropriate healing timeline for your soul. So that, in a nutshell, is the main differences between 3D versus 5D healing and higher, because we're going to be calling in ninth dimensional beings today as well.
Okay, well, that is beautiful that we can connect in this way and allow for this to come in, and it is invoking these beings, and that is powerful, and anyone can learn to do this. Say a little bit about belief for those who might have some areas of doubt.
Yes. That is so funny because earlier today I got downloaded with that, with certain experts and specialists who deal with worry, fear, and doubt. This is all 3D debris, 3D human density that we've all been exposed to from the moment we, as souls, chose to come in. And so the more open we are, the more we let down our guards, unzip our armor, dissolve all veils that have separated us, or made us feel, I should say, made us feel separate, cut off, disconnected from Source, from the Holy Spirit, you know, from our God, Goddess selves. As soon as we can override those beliefs, which are, again, passed on to us in our lineage, it's also contained in our DNA, in our cells. You know, we absorb all of this, especially, like I said, the more sensitive and empathic you are, and the more gifted you are. Sometimes you can really, if we're not consciously aware, we can absorb that doubt, that disbelief, the 3D logical mind, the left brain, right, wants to sort of take over because it thinks it's keeping us safe and in survival mode, but we can't get past that survival mode into thrival mode. So that's why we're going to be opening. The divine doctors are also specialists in helping you to trust your intuitive gifts. And where we can find our intuitive guidance system is not in our heads. It's in our heart space. It's in our higher brain, our higher mind, right? And it's also in our higher hearts. So that is very, very important to override the false beliefs, the false masks, and all of the empathically I call them empathic identification wounds, because we walk around and we tend to want to forget, right? And so there's a lot of unresolved trauma living on in our systems, and if we don't address that and start trusting a higher source to empower us, then we can easily sort of feed into the old 3D matrix of sort of enslavement, bondage, no choice, or, you know, just not trust our bodies and the world around us.
Yes, okay, this is a deep connection within to our bodies, and we can call on our divine healing intervention team to assist us. You know, as you were speaking there, Vandana, and talking about making this conscious choice to unravel that pain or that trauma or those emotions or even spiritual or soul pain, soul fragments, you know, when we call in these beings of light that assist us in embodying our spirit. The Quantum University has done they shared research on miraculous healings where those who would experience spirit and see their truth, they would be miraculously healed of life-threatening illnesses, stage 4 cancer. And I find it interesting that one lady, she had the experience with a little help from a psychoactive drug, LSD, but that allowed her to, for whatever reason, it allowed her to remove those veils or dissolve those veils to see who she really was. And that is what allowed her to heal. The doctors, the 3D doctors, were totally surprised and miffed. And this is what we're talking about here. You are working with these beings, and you're showing us how to connect. So this is beautiful, and we would really love to connect because there's also a line of people on our community ready to ask you questions today. So I'm going to give you this space now.
Sure. So would you like me to talk a little bit more about them?
About who they are, yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
And,
Okay. So I'm glad you brought that up. That's very inspiring and very empowering. And this is what my soul mission is. At least part of it is to empower and inspire us all, because we're all in this ascension process together. And we're here to assist each other and to support each other in the spirit of oneness, unity, and community. Loren, this is also a time that if we don't live in our truth and honor our truth, honor our feelings, honor our body temples, live in truth, speak our truth, and also show up feeling safe and supported to express our authentic gifts. So, you know, living in truth, authenticity, and transparency, those are the three ways that we can really thrive on the new earth and Terra Nova. And if we are still living a lie, deceiving ourselves, or feeling deceived, not mistrusting, distrusting, and still in our ego minds, it will make the ascension process a lot tougher to manage and navigate. And it will feel more chaotic if we cannot allow the streams of gamma rays, photonic light, plasmic light, solar light. You know, we have all of these solar activities, emissions, solar storms, winds, all these unusual weather patterns and planetary alignments. This is all meant to awaken us, to kind of wake us up and shake us up and really come out of hiding and really show up and just be of service. And if we have all of these pains that are unaddressed, unresolved, that are actually depleting and draining our power source, leaking our energy, and this is created by soul loss, then it'll be a lot harder to ascend with ease and grace, right? So I just wanted to bring up all of those points today. Now, if you look into if you're into sci-fi, and I never really was into Star Trek or sci-fi that much, but lately I've been really playing, you know, with the Palladians and the Arcturians and their medi-healing pods and their healing capsules and their healing chambers, realizing that there is this advanced technology out there. It's right beyond the veil. It's actually closer than we think. Right, and we have these invisible helpers that have volunteered to be with us. So in these types of, when we look at futuristic films, it seems like these movies or books based on what we thought was fantasy are actually more of a reality than we've ever been told. Okay, so like medical institutions, the present day, you know, they don't use lights or, you know, they're starting to use, yes, laser, but they're really sort of behind the times in many ways. But when you tap into the well of 5D divine healing, you work with doctors, and they actually will meet you wherever you are. And you can, you can be invited into these temples of light, these inner cities of light, and they don't use traditional allopathic Western medicine. They work with energy healing. They work with light simulation, with electrical simulation, with colors, right, with different frequencies, with crystal geometries, with sound healing, with toning, with all of these different types of natural, I call them nature intelligence. So herbs and flower therapies, like I said before. So all of this is really, really important. Okay, so I just wanted to make everyone aware of what they're actually going to be experiencing in just a few moments. Now, I also wanted to share that depending on where the origin of the first pain or the original trauma was created, whether it actually started on another planet, guilt and shame might have set in. I call it galactic guilt. Maybe you blew up a planet, or maybe you were in Lemuria and you were, you had to hide and go into the inner hollow earth to survive, or wherever it started. We're going to address all those parts of you that have actually broken off or fractured off so you can feel whole and complete again. Mind, body, and spirit. So that's why the trauma timeline specialists are always standing by. And they're going to determine, right, the root, the core, right, the cause of whatever it is that sort of feels imbalanced or ungrounded or just a little bit sort of split off or fragmented, that make you feel split, chaotic, overwhelmed, and sort of like you can't really adjust, So we also have chiropractic adjustments as well. So these are all spirit doctors, okay? And like I said, they're going to help you with the origin of the pain. You're not going to have a Band-Aid slapped on you and say, okay, take this red pill or this blue pill and, call me in the morning and let's hope it's going to numb you out and freeze you up and turn you into a zombie where you won't have, conscious thought, where you won't be able to be a conscious creator. No, it's actually quite the opposite. So I'll just reiterate one more time that these divine doctors, spirit surgeons, and specialists are here to help you to heal the root of when the trauma started in past lives, whether it was on this Earth or a different Earth timeline or a different galaxy, a different planet, a different star system. Everyone and everything is included. This is celestial healing. This is angelic healing, right? And these are divine medicals. So also, I'm just going to talk a little bit about that. We also exist parts of our soul containing amazing soul gifts, light language, avatar abilities. These parts of us live in parallel, coexisting timelines, different timelines. And we also have these interdimensional cosmic shamans that also want to address this, because they are specialists in bringing all of you back online so you can vibrate at the highest frequency possible for you. So you can hold as much light as possible, right? So you can really, really get back your energy and your life purpose. So we don't want you to feel split or soulless or mindless. We want you to feel that you have everything you need already inside, which you do. But we're taught that we don't have what it takes and we need to depend on others outside of us. This is a co-creative divine healing partnership. So I'll just say that again. When you work with your divine healing intervention team, they will come in and do the work with you. It's not going to be a passive thing. They want to encourage and empower your healing gifts, your insights, your intuitive psychic gifts, right? Because you already know what needs to be done. Sometimes we just need a little help and a little support from outside of us. So the shamans will return those missing soul pieces and they'll reinsert them. And also, if you do have implants that are of a negative agenda, invasive energies, there are spirit surgeries that are non-invasive that will help to extract and dissolve and heal and repair all of that. So all of these cords, these hooks, these imprints, these karmic imprints, or mucus, all that toxic sludge is all melted, is all released and discharged. And then you'll just be filled in with cosmic light, right? So you'll receive all of the healing to close you up after, right? You'll receive the celestial healing balms, the angelic soothing healing ointments, or what I call the seraphim salve, which feels like a soft and soothing caress. And it'll fill in where there are open portals and invasive entities or energies that seem to be feeding off of your light or your life force. Now you will have that divine protection. So your field will be readjusted, recalibrated, and you can feel stronger, protected, safe, and well in all of your timelines, right? So not just in this one. So I'm really excited. So I think that basically that is about it for the introduction, because I just want to say that, maybe many of us didn't have a great start. As children, infants, maybe we didn't receive the loving care, the compassion, the attention, the kindness from our parents, because they too were wounded and maybe they had their own inner childhood wounds. So we always begin every session by calling in those specialists too, to help to give a voice to your precious little one, your inner child. So he or she can have its needs met too. So if you experience trauma in childhood, we'll call in your magical Christed child to help heal you, and your higher self as well.
Okay, beautiful. This is it. We're going to feel stronger, safe, and well in all dimensions and parallel lifetimes and past lifetimes. Okay, well, I know we are ready, so here we go.
Here we go. Just take some deep breaths. We're going to open up your heart space, your trusting, intuitive, holy heart space, so that you can receive this healing now And if you're ready to receive something really different, something very, very high frequency that you've never experienced before, and you're able to give your full consent and permission to allow the Divine Healing Intervention team to begin to scan you, to adjust your field, to open you up to the possibilities of miraculous and spontaneous healing, then just say yes. Yes, I am ready to heal. Yes, I am ready for change. Yes, I am ready to be in charge of my healing and to become a divine co-creator of my own healing intervention process. So just begin to open, soften, and relax into the light above you and the light below you. As above, so below. And the work has already begun because you said yes, because you signed up for this call and you're committed to being here today, to welcome in, to welcome back, to usher in all of the parts of you, the lost and missing pieces and parts of you that have gone astray, that are now ready to come back again. And we're going to start breathing a little more deeply and softly and dropping all the way down into your heart space now, to be doctored, to be nursed back to health, to be counseled and ministered from the medicals, the celestials, star guides, guardians, angelics, the archangels, and the divine feminine archeus. We now invite in the most appropriate, multidimensional master healers, skilled healers, divine healers to offer you the highest level of quality care and compassionate care that you deserve just by being alive, just by being in a body. And although you may not see or feel your divine medical team with you right now, they can see and feel you. Breathe into all of that as you unzip any armor of resistance, fear, doubt, or density. Allowing all of the armor to just melt as you breathe in more and more crystal, cosmic, galactic light, plasmic, golden, liquid light. Allowing all of that to stream down in waves of ease and peace, radiating down, up, through you, and all around your field. Your soul team has been assigned to you, and they have come right here and right now because you have asked. They have traveled with you from lifetime to lifetime, between lives, before lives, after lives, before birth and after death, between bodies, between realities, between galaxies. Feel the comfort as we begin to come closer and enter into your sacred healing space, your medicine space. You may feel their footsteps or hear their voices very, very softly, very, very sweetly. We're going to begin to connect your personal grids to the Christed grids above you, inviting in Archangel Metatron to join us now. Allow this beautiful, sparkling, shimmering, brilliant waves of pure light, crystal light, to descend down from the heavens and from the stars, to descend down from the great central sun, the Milky Way galaxy, and all 22 galaxies as you breathe them into and through your heart space. Breathing deeply, fully, slowly, notice your feet as all of the dense, heavy armor, 3D cloaks and suits of invisibility has now melted, dissolved, and fallen away, dissolving the shackles of bondage and enslavement from 3D living around your feet and ankles. Notice all of this heaviness that has blocked and diminished your light has now dissolved into the heart and womb of Gaia, Tara, the beings from Shambhala, Agartha, in the inner hollow earth, all the way down to the inner crystal sun at the very core of our planet. Breathing up all of this prana, life force energy, vitality. Breathing up the rocks, the crystals, the stones, the flora, the fauna, ley lines, in the earth grids and all of your timelines, lifetimes you've lived on planet Earth or parallel earth grids. Allowing Archangel Sandalphon to allow your feet to feel very firmly and deeply implanted, grounded, and supported onto the new 5D earth. Feeling that support, breathing up the crystal earth grids beneath your feet. As above, so below. And stretching out your bodies, your aura, expanding your lungs until your breath merges with the breath of all creation and the heart of all love. Welcoming in, trusting, believing, knowing, feeling the vibrational, healing frequencies to heal your mind, body, spirit, and soul as the creator of you and you as the creator, fully participating in your own healing process for your greatest growth and evolutionary expansion. Feel all the masters of healing coming closer, surrounding your bed, your chair, with their loving essence. Their caring compassion, their benevolence, and their expertise in healing you. Allowing the Christed grids and the crystal grids from below you to spiral all around your field and settle right into the empty spaces and places that feel null and void. I feel like there's something missing. Breathing in this healing light, this green, emerald green healing light, and the loving protection of the electric neon blue light from Archangel Michael as Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Michael surround you in each corner of your room and begin to turn on the accelerated light healing. Turning on your inner power switch, switching on your life force and your life force energy. Breathing in as your lungs expand and fill up your entire physical body vessel, from above your head to beneath your feet. Feel the loving support of your angels and archangels here. Breathing at your own pace and receiving the ultimate infinity times infinity healing, breathing in the comfort and the bliss, unzipping and allowing all of the brain and heart armor, the body armor, any remaining shackles of resistance, cords of disempowerment, to melt and dissolve with this light. The light is now growing and glowing. In each corner, it is now being diffused in clean, fresh air, pristine light, clean, pristine oxygen, fresh air. Notice that you feel that you're in your own healing pod already, beginning your journey to finally meet and be reunited with your sacred guides and guardians. And resting your awareness on a point of light right before your very eyes, as all of the false masks are now dissolving, softening, melting, falling off and away from the entirety of you, allowing you to see the perfect timeline you are meant to live on, clearing all clouds of confusion, all smoke screens, all fogginess, clearing your path, activating your third, fourth, and fifth dimensional eyes, your spirit eyes, so you may see all of your timelines and receive the highest healing outcome in all realities, in all galaxies. Releasing the false masks, and now stepping into your highest spiritual identity in 5D. 5D clarity, 5D telepathy, and allowing the veils above you to just slip and slide off and away from the entirety of your being, bodies, fields, nervous systems, your electrical bodies, and all of these veils of illusion, delusion, disbelief, density, and debris are all dropping, dissolving, and evaporating into thin air. We invite in your higher self and your magical, innocent, Christed child, the one that deserves to trust itself, trust others, trust that there is a better way, that you are loved, that you do deserve to be held in the arms of love, to be cared for, nurtured, rocked and cradled as an innocent newborn. With the new energies on the earth, continue to just open up and allow all of your power pillars of light, your psychic awareness to see, feel, hear, know, trust, smell, and taste the divine as you align more and more, deeper and deeper into the hearts of your divine healing team. Breathing in more of the plasmic light, solar radiance from the solar angels, deities, logos, Christos. Breathing in the sunlight, the warm, golden, soft, intelligent light. Allowing your celestial star guides, your divine parents, to now come in and surround you, 360 degrees around you, with infinite, ongoing support, safety, and well-being. Feeling connected and feeling that you deserve these blessings, these infinite and continuous ongoing blessings as your divine birthright. Take another nice deep breath from the inner hollow earth as the soles of your feet chakras align with the earth star chakras, the earth gateways, so the inner hollow earth of inner, telos, Lumeria. Feel the loving presence now and support from the ancients, the elders, and your ancestors that knew how to heal themselves before there were Western medical doctors. They could heal through plant medicine. They can heal with the trees, with the yew trees, with the sequoia trees, with all of nature. Releasing all of your 3D fear and doubts through you, above you, below you, all around you as you allow yourself to sweetly surrender to Source, to trust that you are meant to be here. Allow yourself to fall back into the arms of sweet Source, strengthening your light, your inner light, your outer light, your life force energy. And now begin to consciously release, release, release. Let go, let go, let go of all of the pain, the chaos, the sadness, the suffering, and the addictions to pain and suffering from tribal consciousness that you have empathically and psychically taken on. Letting it go as it does not belong to you and no longer and never has served you in the past and in any of your timelines. Releasing ancestral influences from your ancestors' pain, wounds, suffering, and dis-ease. Releasing the doubts, the fear, the inherited fear, the lack, the scarcity, the patterns of limitation in your old timelines. Releasing fear of getting sick, releasing fear of being unwell, and living in a chronic and constant state of fear, worry, anxiety. Releasing that all right now. Releasing fears of finances, relationships, living or dying alone. Fears of what will happen to you next when you get old. Releasing all of the past regrets and future fears as you drop even deeper into your open, winged, angelic, lotus-petaled heart space. With each breath, notice your heart wings expanding and allowing this divine love and divine light into your reality, into your world, and into your body, mind, spirit, and soul. It is your time to shine your light. So breathing in and swallowing this pure source light, this accelerated living light, the nameless light, from the suns, from the stars, from the great central sun, the second suns. Breathing in more galactic light, holding that light and creating the space for it. So you may ascend now with ease and grace into the higher dimensions of self-healing. Releasing in a sigh of surrender on the out-breath from your solar plexus, from the top of your crown chakras, Sahasrara chakra, your thousand-petaled lotus. Ah. Releasing all of the human fear, all of the doubt and worry that consume your life force, that have demagnetized your powers to heal, to be well, to get well, and to live well. And breathing in another source of beautiful galactic light, releasing the worries, the doubts, and breathing back your true soul essence, your spiritual identity, your right to be healthy, wealthy, wise, beyond compare. Now begin to notice a shift as we have all of the benevolent divine mothers, cosmic mothers, and earth mothers here, pouring in a beautiful crystal chalice of light, drops of amrita, sweet honey nectar, liquid ambrosia from the angels of comfort, mercy, and loving kindness. Breathing, swallowing this warm, medicinal, liquid light, spoonfuls of honey medicine, soul elixirs, tasting this sweet, healing medicine, and swallowing it whole along with packets of light intelligence from your star tribes. The star beings, the Arcturians, the Palladians, the Sirians, Andromedans, and the Lyrans. Allow all of this healing medicine, soul medicine, starlight, star bright, crystal light, to bathe and bless every part of you, all the empty spaces and places to be filled up with this light, to reach and refresh every cell, atom, molecule, and DNA strand, your divine, multidimensional DNA gifts, breathing in the highest solutions for your care, for your complete, holistic wellness care, breathing in the information not available on this planet, the divine downloads, the upgrades, the updates, the resets, beyond time and space as we move you off planet, filling and fulfilling your highest soul destiny, attracting, magnetizing the highest quantum healing possibilities, probabilities, and potentialities. And once again, breathing up the crystal earth grids now, starting to receive as all of your receiving centers are blown open. Your circuitry, your neural networks, your electrical bodies, your immune systems, your nervous systems, all open in receiving mode. You deserve to heal on every level and layer of your being in every lifetime, timeline, and reality that you exist upon. Begin to breathe in nature's intelligence. You may smell the sweet and fragrant roses, or the fresh and invigorating pine trees. Beginning to clear, cleanse, heal, and revitalize you from the inside out. Just relaxing more, releasing your earth fears, galactic fears, and shame implants, releasing the bread of shame and unworthiness, releasing the worries and burdens you've taken on from your parents and from the world. And now we're going to invite in the multidimensional medical teams, spirit specialists, and divine doctors. So you may finally be happy and at peace, blessed and free, blessed and free, blessed and free. Free of 3D density, doubt, debris, and duality. Taking all of your life force back, all of your essence, your gifts, your innocence. Calling in your magical Christed child and your higher self to allow you to be fully present in this magical moment, this eternal, timeless moment of deep, profound, and divine healing for your highest and greatest good. Feel the light diffusing, expanding, the white holy light, the crystal light around you, around your field, around your bed, around all of your bodies, inner and outer. Feel the loving presence of divine helpers adjusting and readjusting your field, resetting your nervous system, slowing your brain waves down to theta, delta, and even gamma. Gamma waves, so you may align with the rishis, the saints, the avatars, the yogis, and the divine master healers, the shamans, hunas, kahunas, medicine men, medicine women, celestial star guides, inner earth beings from Lemuria and Telos, Adama, Nikos, all of you, the ascended master beings that know you, that love you, that see you, that feel you, even when you have forgotten how. Breathing in the serene, warm lights, beaming, softening all areas of numbness where you have cut off your feelings. Allowing this warm, soothing light, this fine mist, and fresh air to oxygenate your lungs and fill you up in every direction surrounding you with light. Place your healing request right now. You are handed a divine dial by your entire team, the most appropriate helpers, healers, teachers, guides, and master beings, master healers, are here gifting you, blessing you with a dial that you can always use to call them back in. And this dial is handed to you. If you'd like to receive it, just say yes. I would like to receive it and be in charge of my own healing process and choose how I would like to feel now and forever. It is my birthright. It is my spiritual inheritance. And begin to notice that you can even adjust the temperature, the thermostat of your room, internal and external, so you can always feel comfortable in your own skin. And you can always call in the appropriate rate of healing so it doesn't feel too much or too fast. Notice that you are being given instructions, divine instructions, so you can be in charge again. You can dial up the healing frequencies when you feel drained, tired, or depleted to energize you, all of your bodies, your systems, And you can also dial down frequencies of overwhelm, intensity, or density that feel like it's just too much for you to bear. Notice you are now being responsible for your healing, and at the same time, you are now being asked to become a divine, co-creative healing partner. You are being assigned a brand new healing team of specialists and soul guides, 5D guides, that know how to help you ascend, that know how to ease your ascension symptoms instantly and spontaneously when you call. Breathing in this higher vibration, with you adjusting the controls, with you turning the dial, with you tapping in and sending an instant message when you need emergency medical assistance for your physical, mental, emotional, or soul bodies. And with your permission, we're going to invite in all of the specialists now to heal, to seal any openings, rips, tears, or holes around your heart, around its field, and around your bodies. Healing any damage, repairing, healing, rewiring, readjusting, reprogramming, restructuring you into your divine 5D light body, extracting the fear, the core fear programs, ancestral pain patterns, and timeline traumas, getting to the root of the original trauma so it may now be healed and revealed. And if you are willing to see this, to feel this, and to experience this, just say yes. And the timeline trauma specialists live in all dimensions simultaneously, and they can always find you in your world, in the dimension that you are traveling in. And if you are willing to receive this, just say yes. Yes, I would like for my timeline trauma specialist to release me from the past, present, parallel, and potential future timelines that are not meant for my highest good, that drain or deplete me, that diminish or block my light, my gifts, my essence. Allow yourself now to breathe into every part of your body, your chakras, your cells, your muscles, tissues, organs, blood, and bone, dissolving all residues of stress, struggle, trauma, fear, and resistance to getting well and being well, of being seen, being heard, being honored, appreciated, and acknowledged for your greatest gifts, so you may finally be of service and the greatest contribution on our ascending planet that you already are. Melting, dissolving, more layers, more strands, more threads, more cords of trauma and fear. The interdimensional shaman doctors are now locating, finding the missing parts of you, reintegrating, retrieving, restoring them so you can recover, feeling whole and complete, whole and complete. All of the missing parts of your own jigsaw puzzle are now being returned so it all makes sense again. From every lifetime, every soul journey, even between lives, returning all 11 other yous, inviting in your prior selves, your first self from your first life, from your home planet, your basic selves, spiritual and future selves, allowing them all to reunite, to merge, to bond, and to reintegrate into your most perfect divine design and soul destiny that is meant for you to experience now. The truth of you, the truth of who you are, and why you are here. And since you volunteered, your soul healing team, your divine healing helpers have also lovingly volunteered, because you are lovable and because you do have value. Allow all of the remnants of the past that no longer apply to your highest spiritual identity to now be swept clean, to be wiped clean so you can start again with a clean, fresh, blank slate of magical, higher possibilities. Dropping down into your 0 point, into that sweet, sacred gap of stillness, softness, and serenity, allow yourself to just be present in the space of neutrality and non-judgment. In your 9th wave frequency, tapping and centering around your heart to allow you to feel your feelings, to trust your feelings, to honor your feelings and your emotions. Beautiful. We're going to call the 9-dimensional beings very quickly and see if there are any other processes, treatments, or protocols that they feel that you need to let go of, to release, to own, or to master. Starting now with the inner hollow earth beings, once again, feel them entering into your field, into your space, into your home, healing, cleansing, purifying your family, your loved ones, your pets, and every part of you. Feeling that support from the inner hollow earth, from the ascended master beings from Shambhala. Feeling that you can live and experience heaven on earth again. And moving you, breathing in, receiving, allowing, and accepting the divine healing intervention from the earth shamans. You may notice or hear your divine ears opening, hearing their drumming, their rattling, receiving the plant medicine, the DMT, or whatever else you need, the greenery, the plant intelligence, the flora and the fauna. Breathing back the ancients, elders, ancestors into every part of you, strengthening your body, strengthening your mind, strengthening your spirit. And now breathing in and feeling, vibrationally allowing yourself to feel and connect with the nature spirits, the master devas of healing, the fairies, the pixies, the sprites, the sylphs, the tree spirits, the plant beings, the tree medicine. Feel your roots really grounding and digging into your invisible roots. on the new earth, moving you even deeper, feeling the nature intelligence and moving you into a different landscape, the Tibetan, the Brazilian, and the divine doctors and specialists from Bhutan. There are many, many thousands and thousands of these healers. Feel yourself right in the center of the full streams and currents and waves of healing energies and frequencies right now. Allow this in. Allow yourself to absorb and bathe. Allow these energies from the Tibetan mountain peaks, from Buddhist monks, from rishis, from yogis, from saints and avatars. Feel the Brazilian energy healers, the patron saints, all divinely doctoring and ministering, comforting and caring for you in a way that you've never experienced before. And now, almost moving you to the completion of this divine healing process, we're moving you straight up into the warm, intelligent solar radiance, meeting your solar doctors, the solar archangels, Helios, Vesta, Ra, Amaterasu, all of the gods and goddesses of the suns and the photonic angels, breathing in that golden solar light, that orange light, the intelligence, the information, breathing that warm, soothing intelligence right into any openings, empty spaces and places, voids, feeling fuller, feeling whole, and feeling holy. Feeling the physical and spiritual rays of the sun just melting, dissolving, softening, loosening, unraveling, unlocking, unwinding all the density, doubt, and debris from your entire being. And now moving you into the galactic doctors of the universe, into your own medipod. Feels like the womb, feels like home. Allow yourself to feel that soft, serene, healing space, that space of returning back to the womb, the void, where there is only peace and space for you. Allowing yourself to just rest, relax, rejuvenate, regenerate, restructure, and repair. Breathing in all of these resurrection codes, the youthing frequencies, the codes of immortality. The Arcturians, the blue rays, Palladians, Sirians, Andromedans, Lyrans, all healing timeline trauma of misplacement, displacement. So you can feel that you finally belong here on this ascending planet. Allow them all to work with laser lights to heal, repair, regenerate damaged DNA. Allow the golden cylinders to cleanse you, to clear you, and to release toxic distortions in your field. And breathing all of these energies now and releasing on the out-breath to send any excessive energies to all sentient souls in need of divine healing, in need of spiritual healing, in need of medical assistance beyond this planet, that's not available at this time. And allow yourself to slowly come back to planet Earth, allowing your primary caretakers, your master dominion angels, your soul specialists, and your spirit guides, your 5D spirit guides that are assigned to you at birth, allow them all to begin to adjust and readjust your field so you slowly come all the way back online, all the way back to your center. Feeling grounded, centered, you can begin to tap in a circular motion around your sweetheart space. And slowly breathing, tapping around your heart, really feeling the pleasure that your body wants you to experience instead of pain. Breathing into the pleasure. Filling in, healing and sealing with pink light, with golden orbs, with sparkling rays of solar radiance, all of the light source. The light and everything that you deserve is filling and fulfilling you from the inside out. Returning back to you as this beautiful, co-creative spark of light, knowing and trusting that you can always call in your doctors, doctors, your healers to be overlit, to work with you, calling them in dream time, asking to be bathed in this light. Allowing yourself to feel their presence as they stand by your side, as they fly by your side, as they walk by your side, by your bedside, as they surround you with highest healing energies and frequencies. Please know that you received everything that you were supposed to receive today for your greatest healing and highest outcome, your best interest, so you can love and forgive your body. You can forgive and release yourself, and you can come fully back and be this amazing contribution on planet Earth, ascending with ease and grace in all of your timelines. And just breathing, taking 3 deep breaths to really anchor, come back fully online, fully turned on. Your power switch is on full blast. Feeling stronger, yet relaxed, refreshed, alert, aware, and fully present, ready to heal every aspect of you and your loved ones.
Thank you, Vandana. This was such a beautiful experience. I hope that everyone is feeling this incredible peace and calm and wonderful energy. Now, I'd like you to share a little bit of what you've personally felt. I mean, I know we can each feel this differently, but for you, how do you feel? How do you feel, or how do you become aware when your team comes back around to work with you?
Well, first of all, I always get the chills or the angel bumps, right? That's always for me instant confirmation and validation, and yet everyone will see, sense, hear, and feel different sensations that will confirm their presence, their loving presence, that will be a validation, because we all have these different psychic perceptions, right? Some people are more clairvoyant, some people are more clairaudient or clairsentient, or you just may know, just trusting what you know. That's really what it's all about. Some people experience a lot of warmth or even cooler, like a menthol sensations. Some people most people feel very, very open, light, relaxed, expanded, bigger than before, more present, more clear, more here, more available, more like yourself, feeling like you've always longed to feel, that feeling of familiarity because you're coming back home to you. So it's interesting, the weather calmed down. I'm looking outside, and I hear a few thunders, which is also, for me, a confirmation that the work has been done. So, but that is a great question, and thank you for asking it. Like I said, everyone will experience their presence differently, but it is about embodying your body, coming back and living in your body instead of hovering around your body, because many people have learned to block their bodily sensations. But we need to be in our bodies to fully ascend, Loren.
Yes, yes, we want to raise the vibration of the body. And so we are holding more light now than we were when we began this call. And I want to thank you for that. Okay, now there are many benefits for people to work with these teams, divine healing teams and spirit doctors, and you have a special offer that is quite extensive that allows people to go deep with this work and to really learn to call on their teams. And when people work with this, what are you finding when they work with their special, with your programs in your special offer?
Self-empowerment,
Yes.
multidimensional awareness, cosmic consciousness, just embodied presence, peace, ease, comfort, space, and grace. And I've had so many people that have taken these courses and these accelerated light healing programs just blown away by the advanced light healing processes and the advanced light technology, right, from the Arcturians, for example, the galactic doctors of the universe that are not available here. I mean, we're being blasted by this, vapor light, this liquid light, this very soft, serene, radiant light, all different forms of light, space dust, star medicine from the stars, from everywhere, from every earth that we've ever lived on. So this is why it's so powerful. People have noticed that they're actually able to recover faster from accidents, from injuries, from lifelong disabilities. All of a sudden they can see better. They can move more freely in their bodies, experience more fluidity, more flow, more energy, more vitality. And I also have had many experiences, even when I had, a couple of instances where I wasn't feeling my best. And I just called upon them, Divine Healing Intervention Team, please come. You say that 3 times, and they will come. They won't come if you don't call or ask or request or set an intention or really speak with them and really clearly communicate how you're feeling, right? What's going on? What do you need to change in your mind, in your beliefs, in your bodies? So this is when you'll get the fastest, most accelerated healing results. So when I called upon them, all of a sudden they gave me instructions and they said, by the time you wake up around 6 or 7, your pain will have subsided. I had really bad sciatica and back pain. And it was excruciating. I mean, I woke up, I couldn't sleep, and little by little, I just felt them extracting and pulling out the pain from my pain bodies, from my emotional bodies, and all of the judgments and the beliefs that I held that there was something wrong with me, or blaming myself for attracting this physical pain and these symptoms. So you see how everything is so interrelated and interconnected.
When you were having them, you were feeling this pain being relieved, and you could feel the belief systems. Is that something that pops up into your mind, this awareness of the belief system or the pain that was keeping you locked in that pain?
Yes, because yeah, absolutely.
I mean, do we need to be aware of it for it to leave? I mean, it could flash in our mind.
It will happen organically. It will be shown to you on your timeline, almost like a holographic movie screen. It'll be projected. You'll be able to see where it started. And most of the time, with forgiveness or with the hunas and kahunas, the Polynesian healers that really are powerful. People love them. They'll drop healing symbols and prayers and blessings and mantras and chants. I mean, they heal in so many different ways, with music, with vibrational sound healing, and you'll feel that. You'll be shown like, oh, okay. So, I basically adopted my parents' belief systems, and I duplicated their body pain or their body image, right, or their self-esteem or lack of it. So you'll be shown, and it might not happen all at once, but it will happen in a synchronistic string of events, like we were talking about before, the synchronicities, to heal and harmonize all of your bodies, all of your systems on every level and layer of your being. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it does, and it is very empowering because we could use this in all aspects of our life for those who really need support stepping into their new earth service or business, if you wish to call it that. This will be the tool that we could use to even inspire us and guide us and give us those messages, as long as we are open to receiving those messages too.
Beautiful point you just made, Loren. Yes, because this is a new earth abundance for us all. And we know that the money systems, the financial institutions are changing. The old ones are collapsing and crumbling, right? Dismantling from 3D, from the 3D old grid, old outdated grids. And so there will be many, many golden opportunities being presented to us, but we must feel our best in order to fully embody and express our unique gifts, our superhuman avatar abilities, right? And in each one of us, we're wired, we carry those gifts, those abilities. It's all in our multidimensional DNA. But if we're feeling lethargic, if we're feeling hopeless, if we're feeling drained or depleted, if we're feeling unwell, it makes our task, our soul mission, our soul destiny take a much longer time. It makes it feel like very, very challenging, right? It makes it feel very complicated, very difficult to do what we came here to do, and we are so over that timeline.
Yes, absolutely. We are so over it. We are ready.
So
Hallelujah.
over it. We're like, talk to my hand, okay? No, it's true. It's just like, come on. It's like enough is enough, and we are ready. Now is the time.
Absolutely. And so these are beautiful tools of support to assist anyone who wishes to work with these divine healing intervention teams. You have audio downloads included in your special offer, and I think there's also a certification included. So tell us a little bit about what's included and how people can work with these programs.
Absolutely. Thank you for staying on the call with me. I know we're it took a little bit longer than like a quick, it's a very deep divine healing process. So thank you all for really hanging in here. It's definitely going to be worth your while. The first one, package A, basically are just like 8 very tranquil, very sort of divine healing tracks that come with divine healing messages and transmissions and downloads that will help you to get out of pain. Whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual pain, even our souls as eternal soul can experience soul trauma. So we want to cleanse and clear those versions of our soul, wherever they may be, and reinsert them so we can really feel like we have everything that we need. We have what it takes, to change the world, to rewrite our soul destiny, which we can. So as divine healing partners, we're these 8 tracks are going to help to cleanse, clear, purify, and unlock pain wherever it came from, whether it came from the womb and you sort of absorbed or took on that fear, lack, or stress, or even anxiety that your birth mother was experiencing when she was pregnant with you, or that you witnessed from your family members that maybe got somehow stuck inside of you, that you took on because you didn't want your parents or your siblings or even your children, grandparents to be in pain. So sometimes we do this. So these 8 tracks will relieve you of those burdens. The second, package B, you're going to get everything, all of the divine healing intervention from package A that's affecting your mind, your body, your spirit, anything left unresolved or unaddressed, any stress, struggle, or trauma you've taken on. Again, 99% of that doesn't belong to you. And you'll also learn how to use the Rich Race and Reality Reset quantum healing tools that came in when we were moving, actually. Many people believe that in 2012, December 21st, we were moving into the 4th dimension, and now we're moving into the 5th. But we have these special star codes, these divine keys and codes that will help with your ascension process. So that's also contained in all of the MP3 transmissions. So package B, you have 14 more that I put together for you guys. So these divine light source transmissions are going to help you to reconnect with source and the source of all that you are, so you can open to even receiving something different, something better, something greater. Miracles, right? Miraculous healing, which does exist on this planet when you are an open and clear, absolute divine channel and divine instrument of source light. So you'll get the Opening to Miracles track, the Unlocking, the Block tracks, the Self-Mastery, the Divine Density Detox, because many of us feel so overburdened, so heavy. so many burdens on our shoulders, and it makes it hard for us to really spiritually progress and to experience the blessings that is really our divine birthright every day to experience. So you'll also have an opportunity to play. So your inner child, your magical Christed child, your innocent, trusting, joyful child can really live in the moment and really recognize the healing opportunities that always exist in every dimension and in every timeline. So Davis, Pixies, Fairies, from the elementals, the 5D Holy Grail, the crystalline grids, the Gaia sphere, all of these harmonic frequencies of also archangels, this loving kindness. So you can really, forgive yourself, forgive your body, but also pay attention, right, to the signs and the symptoms that your body is trying to communicate to you. So that's a very important piece of the entire program. And then whatever physical pain you're experiencing will be cleared out with the additional tracks. So if you're experiencing heart pain, heartbreak, shoulder and neck stiffness, tightness, foot or ankle pain. I know a lot of people that are experiencing foot or ankle pain, or even these weird freak accidents that won't allow them to walk in beauty and in ease and grace on their highest path. So joint pain, a lot of this is ascension. They say are ascension symptoms. Like I said before, the more we try to fight change or push it away, instead of accepting it and welcoming the changes and actually recognizing the divine blessings behind every cloud, right? Seeing the rays of the sun. Actually, I'm looking outside, and the sun is coming out after the storm. So to me, that's total confirmation that everyone received exactly what they need. So I even also talk about teeth and gum pain and knee pain and all types of pain. Now, the package C is what really is special. You can become an accelerated light pain healing practitioner where you have all the tools you need. This is a 5-week course including a class clearing bonus track where you can receive the clearings, the new creations, the new body creations and sensations, and the resets. And you'll also receive a step-by-step walkthrough process, like a new roadmap to navigate exactly how to relate, how to connect, how to invoke in the specific healing team that's meant to work with you depending on the situation and the circumstances that you find yourself in. So all you have to do is follow at your own pace. This is like a home study program, from the comfort of home. Lie back and relax and receive all of the divine doctoring, like I said, the nursing, the counseling, the ministering, whatever it is that you need to heal. And it will happen with accelerated ease because this is all under the umbrella of accelerated light healing. And you'll have the tools, the techniques, the skills and processes to help and heal your loved ones or anyone that is in pain.
That's good to know. Okay, because I know there's some people who wish to work with family members, children, loved ones, so that's really good to know. And they can be across the country, right? They can be in different locations.
There is no time for them. They live, they function, they exist outside of the time-space continuum. So because they're off planet, they can instantly come in remotely at a distance, just like with Reiki, no harm can be done. So they'll always work for your highest and greatest good, your greatest outcome. So wherever the person is living, or the family, or the community, or the institution, I mean, you can send this healing, this accelerated pain healing to any painful situations, wars, conflicts, governments, whatever 3D, situations that are still part of this, of the collective, that are still sort of playing out before they collapse. So you can send these peaceful rays for the highest resolution and the greatest good to heal any type of conflict or any type of disagreements, disillusion, or separation. It really is miraculous.
Yes, and we are interfacing with the inner dimensions, the higher realms, the illumined realms, for all the trillions of beings who really are there to assist us. We have to call upon them, and that is a key point. So thank you for that. And one quick question. Oh, I do want to say that your special offer there, of course, is available on the special offer button on this webpage. And when people go to work with loved ones and their relatives and friends and family, what are your thoughts about, and you most likely cover this in your teachings and your audio recordings, what are your thoughts on asking the permission of the person that you're working on?
Absolutely. Unless the person is in a coma, then you want to ask their higher self. And if possible, to actually be with them and speak with them. If you cannot be with them in person, then speak to their higher self telepathically, because they can hear you, right? And then you'll know what the highest choice is for their soul, right? Their soul will speak to your soul. Their higher self will speak to your higher self. But absolutely, because if the person, whether they're conscious or unconscious, like literally, if the person is resisting it or fighting it and doesn't really want to heal because maybe in some way it's secretly serving them. Maybe they're getting the attention they need, right? Or maybe it's creating a form of escapism, right? By their illness, their disease, they get more attention, they get more gifts, they get people actually proving to them that they actually are lovable. Do you see what I mean? So sometimes people aren't quite ready for the healing, and that's okay. But for the people that are ready, it is so available and so needed, especially at this time of our highest planetary ascension timeline that we're living on. We want to make sure that we're living on the best timeline for us. So, yes.
And it is through this deep connection through ourself, through our light, embodiment of this light, being in our body, being very aware, being conscious, and these beings are here assisting us. So we thank you for your work and for bringing through such a beautiful transmission in this episode today. And I know there's most likely a rainbow that's going to appear over your home.
Oh my goodness! I actually, well, I don't see a rainbow yet, but it's very interesting because I'm looking at these dark clouds because there was, like I mentioned before, there was this like weird thunderstorm activity here, which is very unusual, very high winds. And now the clouds are still like kind of spreading across the sky, but underneath it is light, and above it is also light. And it's exactly duplicating the light that we just called in to our healing space. We called in the light from above, if you remember, and the light from below, so that we can be bridges, rainbow bridges of heaven on earth. Right?
Yeah.
And we can connect, we can be grounded and expanded all at the same time. this is a time of inclusion. We don't exclude the shadow. We don't separate the shadow from light, because we want to honor every part of us, our shadow and our light. And that's exactly what I'm seeing in the sky reflected back to me, to you, and to all of us.
Well, that is so beautiful, and we are really feeling the peacefulness and the calm vibrations, the high vibrations that we were able to allow in from this transmission. I want to thank you, Vandana, and I want to thank all the beings, higher dimensional, interdimensional beings in service to the light, for sharing this beautiful vibration with all of us. So thank you, Vandana Atara, for this quantum conversation.
You're welcome, Loren. It was my honor and deep privilege and pleasure. And for me, like I said, it was mandatory to get this word out, to spread the good news, right? That there are miracles happening and can happen to you every day when you ask. And you're willing to receive them.
Yes, it's a two-part road there where we ask, we must call on them, and then allow, receive. Beautiful. Vandana Atara, thank you for this quantum conversation.
Blessings to you, blessings to everyone. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. Okay, well, this special offer by Vandana Atara is available to our community for you to go deep, for you to learn how to call upon and work with your divine healing intervention team, your spirit doctors. It is available to us on a 5D level. This is when we live it. And so thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this program, please share it with your friends and loved ones. And we thank you for shining your magnificent light and adding it to the world. This is when we love ourselves like no one else can. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music, available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.